Okay, well, it originally started out as a response to the referendum that was passed here about children being born here not automatically being Irish citizens, which made me very, very angry because I think it's completely ridiculous that if you can't belong to the place that you're born, then the amount of trouble that's going to be caused, because how else can you decide where somebody belongs, you know? And I don't necessarily think that everybody belongs in the country where they're born, but if you can't say, I belong where I was born, then where do you belong, you know? And so, really in temper, I sat down one night, I think it really was over one night or 2 nights, and hand wrote this screenplay about an Irish lady who is involved in human trafficking people from Africa, and she's really just on the receiving end and just sets people up, so she doesn't see herself as being really involved in trafficking. She just moves people from, say, the port to a house or stuff like that. And a young black girl called Maui comes and is being trafficked. She didn't realise she was being trafficked. She thought she was going to Holland. She thought she was just getting out of a troublesome place. And we find out a little later on that she's actually pregnant. And this is a huge problem for the traffickers because you don't take pregnant people. It's too much hassle, too much trouble. I don't know. I think every time I do go back to that screenplay, I have to try and get back into the place I was when I initially wrote it. And sometimes I don't want to do that either, do you know? Because I get really, really angry and then I end up having a falling out with people or stuff like that, just because I'm being angry over something that I can't change and that lots of other people actually don't think is a problem. I think that's what winds me up even more. All my friends weren't angry about the referendum, and I was stunned, really taken aback, which is probably why I wrote the screenplay, because I was like, everyone kind of said, well, it's okay, it's right, isn't it? And I thought, how can I be friends with these people who don't agree with everything I say, which is essentially, but I just thought it really hit me at my core that it was unfair. And I thought it was plain for everyone to see that it was unfair. But then I realised if it was plain for everyone to see, then it wouldn't have been passed. So my ultimate thing is Ireland is a racist and really possessive country. Even though they have essentially, in a very insipid way, colonised the rest of the world, and don't see that, you know. So that's why I want to make sure that I do a really good job in this screenplay, and that everybody see exactly what I think. Even though that's not a good reason to write a screenplay, but that's what I'm going to do anyway. I don't care really what other people think.